SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Okay, well, I was on my way to a bit of a thing that I want to start this episode off with, but then as I was on the way, this sphere showed up and ruined all my plans. So, hello sphere, what's up? Below the grime, a dark neon poster reads, Van Eyck totally transcendent. Down here? This thing right here, I suppose. Neat. So definitely Van Eyck was here, and also, do I actually have something to do with this fence still, or no? We've already done
The
this,
tracks
right?
are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps. Fortunately, the street sweeper still hasn't noticed their presence.
Oh, hey, there actually is something else to say here now. This is where I started off with my motor carriage before sinking it in the sea. I bet I'm going to take morale damage by looking at this, aren't I?
No wonder the cafeteria manager seemed frustrated when he was giving us directions to the yard.
No doubt. That would make a lot of sense. Why is this not scrolling down? Continue.
Well, you did provide us with a very convenient access point to the crime scene.
That's some very positive thinking you have there, Kim. Thank you very much. He gestures towards the gaping hole in the fence. Indeed. I think I got it. Okay, great. Well, and Claudia's still there, which honestly I was kind of expecting her to bug out, but hey, that's neat. All right, so what I want to start off with doing here, and I feel resentful for having to do this, but I'm going to take my third skill point and I'm going to throw it into empathy, and I'm going to try and get Kuno to sell me some pants, provided they cost less than 38 real. And the reason I'm spending this skill point to do this is because since I am not a drug and alcohol user in this particular run-through, I need all the clothing I can get. So 1 point in empathy is actually not a bad thing to have anyway, because I like empathy. I like the interactions I get out of empathy, even if I did ignore them sometimes. Don't talk about it. But moreover, the best way I can get stats is to get clothing that has stats. So that is my plan. First off, let me put on my empathy clothing. I really got to go through here and sort all this stuff out at some point. It would make my life a lot easier. Right. Okay. So that's everything I've got for empathy, I do believe. And that's actually a +4, which is not bad at all. I do hope that I'm going to have a decent chance of making this check when it comes around to it. It also occurs to me that I should probably pay attention to my thought cabinet. I spent the entire time I was speaking with the government working on Kolda Mamadakwa. I've only got 3 hours left to go, but I'm thinking what I do here, right, is switch back to hardcore aesthetic. I'm not going to need interfacing now, and I'd rather deal with it now than later, you know? That does mean I need to spend another skill point eventually to get Kolda Mamadakwa going, but I think I can do that. I sure hope that I'm going to get at least a decent number more skill points. I am worried about it, to be honest with you, but I definitely want to finish out both of these thoughts. Kolda Mamadakwa, I know I already saw what it does in my dead world line, timeline, however you want to look at it, but I definitely do want to put on all my perception gear, have Kolda Mamadakwa and apricot-scented, chewing gum-scented one, and just wander around town and see what I can see with my ridiculous perception. So that's what the plan is there. But for now, let's start with hardcore aesthetic. Yes. Okay. I'm all right with it. Hope. Whoops. Why did you stop? Don't stop. Never stop. Okay. Okay. So now I spend another point on empathy. There are much worse things to spend points on. It's not a bad thing. I just resent that I have to do it because, theoretically, when I did the thought about the door, it should have renewed this. I know I've complained about it like twice already. It still bothers me that it's broken. And that's fine. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's fine. Just go with it. Okay. All right, Kuno. This is the last chance we get at this. He doesn't care, and that's fine. 83% chance, that's pretty good. Was it good enough? Let's find out.
It's not
Thank
Kuno.
you.
It's Kuno S.
Really? He's putting on a show to impress her? That could be. Interesting. How? Act on it, try to separate them. Kuno, psst. Let's think about it further before we take any actions here. That's how I do.
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you. while the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad.
She starts screaming whenever I come close. I suppose that is a fair point there, Empathy. Continue.
She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him.
Yeah, you got a good point. Continue.
All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Kuno respects madness. Okay, and she's as mad as they come, apparently. Great, so I guess let's try and separate them. Kuno, psst.
Fuck you whispering about?
He whispers back. He's suspicious, but does not go against the plan. All right, continue.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
And now Kuno S is going to intervene, right?
Fuck you whispering about.
Continue.
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
It hasn't so far, aside from that, you probably just shouldn't say it. But the concept is fine, whatever. What am I trying to say here? It's obnoxious that she keeps trying to use slurs on people, but I have no problem with it. I'm just digging myself a hole here. Anyway, right. She expects it'll make us uncomfortable, and I'm doing my best to not be uncomfortable. Right, continue.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
He turns back to you and hunkers down. He does sometimes resent her presence, it seems. Continue.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Right. Okay. That does seem important, Empathy. Thank you for that. Kuno, listen to me. She's trying to control you. We got to get you out of here. What's up with her? She's terrifying. Crazy scary. Whew, am I glad she's out of our hair. She's fucked up. Okay. This is the same sort of thing that she says to Kuno about me. And he might recognize that. What if I just say that she's terrifying and crazy scary? Because she is kind of terrifying and crazy scary. It's really obnoxious trying to deal with her because she'll just scream and alert the neighborhood to my presence, and things go bad whenever I try and talk to her. Let's start here.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
He whispers tensely. Okay, continue.
Stop talking to him. Kuno, I'm fucking warning you. You're gonna get us into shit.
Continue.
She understands what you're trying to do.
She sure does, doesn't she? Continue.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell you? Kuno told you. Kuno talks to whoever he wants.
He pops his head up. Okay, continue.
Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
He hunches down again.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Nice. Okay, continue.
Fuck. She can read lips. You should cup your mouth.
That's a very good point, Savoir Faire. Okay, so what do you mean she smoked someone? Do you think she has anything to do with the dead man? You said that she's insane? What's that language she uses? Napakimpi, Fagari. Is she your sister? How are you dealing with all this? Do I still... Okay, Empathy thinks that we're good. So maybe I can ask him all these things without risking blowing this up? What do you mean she smoked someone?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
He stares at you intently. Continue.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours.
Trying to see how I react, maybe? Continue.
He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Really? Isn't she too small to overpower someone? You serious about this killing business? What if she has, Kuno? That would explain things. I mean, like, there are weapons that overcome differences in size. I'm having difficulty understanding the tone of number 3 here. What if she has, Kuno? That would explain things. It sounds like he's already saying that she has. Like, I was at first thinking, it was like, what if she has? That doesn't make any difference. You know, like a different, kind of a... like I say, I'm having difficulty reading the tone of that one. I'm going with you serious about this killing business?
Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always serious about the 488.
488. Continue.
488. The criminal code doesn't go higher than 190.
So he's got his own term for it? Continue?
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Come on, she hasn't killed police officers. Okay, how many cops has she killed then? I feel like doubting Kuno at this point isn't necessarily going to get us too many places. How many cops has she killed then?
Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
He feels eyes on the back of his head and stops. Oh boy, he's terrified of her.
There's something cold in the air, like water lapping against cold stones, or dripping in a hallway nearby. 3 years ago, there were shoes in the corner.
What are you telling me, Shivers? Is this the time that she killed someone? Continue.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower, but a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children.
Those are all certainly possible. Continue.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
Probably best not to make eye contact at the moment, I think. Kuno, do you think it's possible that she's killed other children?
Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you when he replies.
Continue.
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy, continue.
He usually looks you straight in the eye. A little something just crumbled there.
Seems like it. Continue.
Don't move your head. Just from the corner of your eye, look at her.
Look at her, look at Kuno. Interesting. Why do I have the choice? Just from the corner of your eye, look at her. I did make the success, so hopefully this will work.
Though her friend spoke too low for her to hear, Kuno S. is not smiling anymore.
She definitely suspects what's You think she has anything to do with the dead man? I don't. But is there any point in even mentioning this? I'll go ahead and ask, I guess.
Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Told you this already.
That's a good point. You did say that. Where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
I didn't. I don't think you did. I'm just exhausting my conversation options. But I did gain experience, so that's nice. Continue.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
I believe you, Drama. You said she's insane?
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
He leans in a little, even closer. Whoa. What's the real deal? Let's leave it at that. Let's discuss the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
You're probably right.
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
He doesn't. Yeah, I don't blame him. So tell me about the language she uses. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't be saying these words out loud.
Fuck knows. She says it's the Song of Air People or some shit.
I feel like in the comments I was told what language it was, and I just don't remember. But in any case, I'm pretty sure at least this one's a slur. What people?
Crazy people? The fucking Nakis? I don't know.
Neither do I.
It's Suruese.
Oh.
Suru are an indigenous ethnic minority in the social democratic powerhouse Vasa on the tundra and taiga-covered Isola of Katla. Far, far away from here. As far as possible, really.
So apparently I did know. Interesting. Do they have red-haired people there? Kuno, could you be Suruese? This isn't important right now. Do they?
You mean evil little red-haired people like her? Yes, they do. The Suruese have that ginger gene.
Well then, Kuno, could she?
Suroise? Like that man from Helmdall shit? She could be. She could be that Helmdall shit.
The kid lights up. He likes the idea, apparently. Makes it a little more understandable. Relatable. Not relatable necessarily, but like he has context.
Revelshot does have a small Suruese community. Or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
Says Encyclopedia. Sure, I guess that's possible. She's not his sister, but I guess I can go ahead and ask.
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit.
Interesting. So you'd even it's not that she's his posse so much. It's that she's attached to him and now he's stuck with her, sort of? I don't know, Stray.
Yeah, she was just there.
He points at the apartment building behind the fence.
What was that, Kuno?
The little one twists her neck looking at the building.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
Kuno flinches, then lowers his voice even more. This is what Shivers was telling me. That hallway there with the janitor's closet, point? Why was she dripping wet? If I point at it, Kuno S is going to pick up on what we're discussing. So I'm going to not point at it. Why was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
Continue.
You know this. The body goes into a kind of revulsion shock. Murder hangover. That's what it could have been.
Murder hangover from when she... Or I don't want to know about this. I don't want to know this, rather. I've never...
Kill the kid. Yes. Makes them look for a quiet, dark place and just hibernate there. Usually goes on for a few days, up to a week.
And I'd have to imagine it would be pretty bad in the case of being a child at the time. Continue.
Must have been her first one. You only get it on the first one.
Return to the conversation. You said she got in? How?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home. She's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
He looks at you suspiciously as you come out of your thoughts. Huh. Hold on. Okay, so she was in the hallway of the apartment complex, which presumably is where Kuno lives. But how did they become a unit, so to speak? Why does she follow him around now? What about your parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
He points at himself. So whatever she does, they blame him for. So how are you dealing with all this? Conclude.
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either.
Fair enough, I guess. Continue.
Kuno's got this shit under control.
He spits through the gap in his front teeth. She needs professional help. You can't do this alone. You need backup. I'm here for you. Okay, kid. I mean, this seems important. If I say professional help, he's going to say I'm talking smart again and clam up on me. Saying that he needs backup and I'm here for him isn't terrible, but it's a question of whether or not I should just trust him to deal with the situation. That said, if she has killed someone, I mean, who knows what the circumstances were? There's really no way to say that she'll be able or willing to kill again. But it sounds like a situation where he could probably use backup, so I'm going to go ahead and say that.
Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
I didn't. He points to his eyes, then yours. Okay, continue.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
Okay, so he is protecting her. He does see her as being part of his in-group. He's just also terrified of her. Okay, continue.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
The boy looks you in the eye, black pupils trying to focus. Understood, Kuno. I can respect that. Who are you kidding, kid? You can't take down a man several times your size. You'll end up dead yourself. He needs you to take him seriously now. Okay. Understood.
All right. Now we can do business.
He wipes the sweat off his brow. Okay, continue.
He's breathing heavily. That took something out of him.
Business? Buying the pants. That's why we're here in the first place.
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
He starts, no longer whispering.
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
Continue.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit.
He turns back to you. Continue.
Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker.
I'm good, thanks. I just want the pants, actually. Continue.
See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we releasing. The pant buying shit, that's on now too. 90% discount for Kuno's pig. Kuno can flex.
He pulls on his tracksuit trousers. Okay, now we're talking. Continue.
Kuno flexes for hobos. Kuno sees you're in need.
He spreads his hands like a baker presenting the goods. A smile spreads across his flushed face. What was that about running you an errand in illegal narcotics, Kuno? And I want to buy the fallen pants. I'm curious about the errand, but I don't want the narcotics is the thing. It's probably best just to not even touch that, huh? I am curious what the errand would be. Is it worth pursuing? I wonder. +1 savoir-faire, +1 physical instrument. 2 of the things that came up not that long ago. Man. FALN modular track pants. Well, those are things that I'm terrible at, and I have no idea if they're going to come up again, but it seems worth 15 real to get them. So let's get the pants.
Here, pig. We're fun now. Performance buddies.
Kuno unzips his jacket again and pulls the pants out of the plastic wrapping. Continue.
Kuno can already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt.
He looks at you with pride. Am I? I mean, I guess he did say he gave me a discount on them. I don't know. Continue.
Money debt doesn't mean anything. He's just saying words. You're not in his debt.
Fair enough, Frederick. Thanks for the clarification. Do we even ask about this errand? Because here's the thing. I don't want the narcotics. Although Kim will probably raise an eyebrow or both if I even ask about this. But I'm curious what it is he wants me to do. How much harm can it do to ask? That's the question. Possibly a lot. I'm going to leave for right now.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Kuno doesn't. It's true. He never does. And that's fine. Okay, let me have a look at my pants real quick. Let me have a look at these pants. Fallen modular track pants. Entry-level Fallen modular track pants meant to get the urban athlete started down the Fallen path. Labels say Hydrophobic 100%, Symantech, and Fallen Mirova Lab, creating an air of pseudoscientific mystery around these pants. They feel rubbery and futuristic to touch. +1 savoir-faire, spacious crotch/liquid fit. +1 physical instrument, performance unlimited. Neat. And they probably look a little bit less silly than... Nope, they look about exactly the same as my previous pants. They just look like leggings, which was perhaps what they are. What happens if I... Okay, yes, they're tight fitting. Are these socks... Are the socks part of the Mesk Banger situation? Like, are they... No, I just have long socks. If I have tight-fitting pants, I put my socks on over the outside of them, and therefore I have little pin legs whenever I wear tight-fitting pants. So that's fine. That's great. Okay. Cool. I'm going to do a thing that I do not normally allow because I'm hesitant about this, but There. Quick save. What I'm going to do, I'm going to check in with them and I'm going to see if I can investigate what this errand is without accidentally obtaining and using narcotics. I know my electrochemistry has a lot of opinions on this matter, which is why I'm giving myself a possible out if it goes really, really south really fast. So,
Does Kuno care?
He doesn't care. So what was this about running you an errand in illegal narcotics, Kuno?
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on.
His eyes bulge, their veins reach out like tree branches. Wow, okay, cool, so it's your dad, the one who doesn't care. I mean, you also don't care. You just have a family of not caring. Continue.
Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Junkies are clawing at Kuno's door because he's fighting with his dad. Why are junkies clawing at... Oh, wait. Okay. Is your dad no longer staying at your house? Is that the problem? Nod. Okay. This is very interesting, but I'll have to get back to you. Is this something I'm actually going to be equipped to help with? Tell me about it, Kuno.
Dirty popo man is you.
Yeah, I figured.
There is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
He nods at the building behind him. Who is your dad, Kuno? I've made up my mind, Kuno, and this is what's going to happen. Okay, who is your dad, Kuno?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster.
He says
He's
proudly.
the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks, too.
I have no doubt of it. Continue.
Don't expect to talk this one down. There are some situations your mouth can't get you out of.
How much material are we talking about? Man, here's the thing. I feel like if I can intervene with this kid's violent drug-using father, that would probably be helpful. But, like, what can I actually do? What good can I actually do here? And if all he's offering is me offering me is half the speed, which I'm not going to allow myself to use anyway, is there actually a point in intervening here at all? Outside of just doing Kuno a favor because he seems like he's all right despite everything. Maybe that's saying a bit much, but like I kind of like him despite everything. Do I even like? That's all a question that I'll only ask if I'm interested in the speed, right? What? Let's just see what he says.
Like half?
He says very confidently. Half of what?
A baggie, but like in this vial.
Continue.
That's half a gram, sir.
Half a gram. Half a gram?
Yeah, half a G. Want it or not?
The confidence is unwavering, but that's not very much material at all. I mean, it's true. It's probably not.
Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
Uh-huh, continue.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
Right, okay. I've made up my mind, Kuno, and this is what's going to happen. Conclude.
Okay, Kuno's listening.
I'm going in there all guns blazing to get that speed because I needed it. I'm going in there, but not for the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Rivishal. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. Lie, you need speed. I'm not going in there. What if... What is the... I do have the option of going in there, but not for the speed. Does that mean I'll be getting myself involved in a violent confrontation for potentially no reward at all? Yes, it does. Is it worth it? Who knows? In the interest of seeing more content, I might do it, but I also might just get killed if it's the most violent man in Revachol. That said, Kuno got mad when I threatened C. Is he going to get mad if I threaten his dad, which is basically what I'm doing? I mean, they've had a falling out, but he probably doesn't want his father dead, I'm guessing. That said, I also don't want to kill his father. I don't know what good it's going to do me to go in there in the first place if I'm not after the speed, though, right? Huh. It probably would be good to not allow Kuno to use speed all the time, given that he's probably 12 or something like that. It's going to ruin our relationship if I just tell him straight up that I'm a narc. But, I mean, that's what I've done so far with everybody else, isn't it? No, that's not true. Technically, I let... Why can I never remember her name when I'm trying to? I let the disco dancer keep her speed. I did not interfere with her speed. I looked at it real hard, and Kim gave me a look, and then I left it alone, I think. That's what I seem to recall. But who knows? I'm curious what he's going to say if I say I'm going to confiscate it. He might just get really angry and cut me off the case, which might be as well, to be honest with you. Because otherwise, what's the whole point? Just going after the most violent man in Revachol because he's violent? I mean, that's probably worth intervening, but I don't know if he's going to appreciate it. Justice. Justice? Is it justice to confiscate his speed? I don't know.
Sure. Confiscate it for Kuno, and you can have half.
He winks at you. Okay, so he assumes that it was answer 4, even though it was answer 3. Neat, continue.
Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything.
He likes that word. He aggressively points at his eyes. Yes, you do that.
Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads.
Apparently, yes, except the door wouldn't be locked if I kicked it down, but anyway, continue.
That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
Split a kilo with Kuno is my new task. Also, he concludes. I didn't read that. Sorry, continue.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
I'm going to kill Kuno's dad. I'm a bad addict cop. I'm going to get my fix. Come on, Kim. Obviously, I'm not going to take it. We need to get drugs away from a minor. That's basically what we're going for here, and we'll see if Kim is on board. Whispering this?
Okay, then.
He concedes. Okay. I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Great. This seems like a terrible idea. This seems like an awful idea. I feel like we're going to get killed, but I don't know. But I did get some pants, so my physical instrument's pretty good these days. This is another thing that it was actually pointed out to me that this thing here...
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
I don't think I ever used it, did I?
East Delta Commerce Center? This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
Like, I looked at this, but I then just was like, I'm not going to deal with this right now. And of course, at this point, I recognize that all this stuff, aside from the whirling in rags, none of this is still around, right? So, what happens if you push the buttons? Main hall, building A.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then, a woman picks up the receiver.
Neha, continue.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
Hi, Plaisance, continue.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would we say to this?
Try to impersonate Kuno. Fuck off, pig. I'm Kuno. I don't give a shit. Let me in. Plaisance, it's me. I'm investigating the Doom commercial area. Like we discussed. This is the police. Please open the door. Sorry, I was just trying random doorbells. I didn't have anything important. Drama wants me to pretend I'm Kuno, but it's not going to be very convincing. I'm pretty sure I can't sound like a 12-year-old child to save my life. That would be the most bonkers thing I could do here, though. And I don't really care what Plaisance' opinion of me is. I guess the only way to know if I can impersonate Kuno is to try? Is it worthwhile? Oh, probably not. The Doom commercial area research, we've already been over that. That's long over. This is the police. Oh, please open the door. That, I don't even know why that would be relevant. The front door is open. So I guess let's impersonate Kuno and see what happens?
Pardon? This is not Kuno. Who is this?
Continue.
Please just stop calling here. I don't have time to deal with this. Thank you.
I wonder where the thing that she's answering this call is. Continue.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Great, okay. Andrew Orlando Hair SCA. What's this?
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers.
Sure, continue.
What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
Andrew Orlando? Why is Andrew Orlando an ominous name for a hair salon? Conceptualization. I wish the encyclopedia was here to chime in on that. Hold on! Now that I think on it, I'm still wearing my empathy gear, which is not terrible. It's not a terrible thing to be doing, but it could very well be that encyclopedia would have something to say about that.
East Delta Commerce Center.
Right, here, let me test.
This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
Let me test a theory. I'm guessing that if I ring this doorbell again, no time's gonna pass because I already did it, but let's find out if I'm wrong. I was wrong about books, after all.
You ring the... What an ominous name
nothing.
for a hair salon.
So, Artemiteps
Doesn't
boxing
bode
for young
well
athletes in
anyone.
gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
Okay, 24-hour window.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Emma's Fashion Atelier.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Where are all these various centers inside that are ringing, I wonder? Fabron's taxi, the rest has been burned off.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, that'll probably be Kuno. Slipstream, SCA.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
That's weird. Continue.
You can almost hear them breathe.
Really? Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
This is a woman's voice, crackling and fragile through the static. Tricentennial Electrics. Okay. Continue?
Have you come to place an order?
Have I? Continue.
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
I guess. Continue.
Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
Hold on. Tricentennial Electrics? I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA. Who is this? I've been inside this building, but I didn't see anyone from Tricentennial Electrics. This place is deserted. Yes, I've come to place an order. Sorry, I don't actually have any business here. Well, hold on. It's a hold on option, so I should be able to circle back around, right? Let's try it.
My God.
What?
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Who? What? What? Who? Continue?
She must be mistaking you for someone else.
Says reaction speed. What does Blue Brain have to say about it?
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Great idea, Drama. Continue.
No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Do we know each other? Who are you? Where are you? Stand up straighter. Yeah, it's me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life. Inland Empire has a bad feeling about this, though. Are you sure she's talking to you? Do we know each other? Who are you? Where are you? Okay, so I'm thinking option 3 is straight out. Drama Brain loves messing around with this sort of situation, but it sounds dangerous according to Inland Empire. Now, Inland Empire doesn't always give me the best advice either, but usually it's a pretty good guardian of my volition, which seems important. Morale, rather. Morale. I always call it volition, but it's morale. Yeah. Do we know each other?
Michelle, just please.
She stops, and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static. Continue? I can't continue. She's breathing at me. Continue.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Sounds like a ghost, says the city. Okay, continue.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
She sounds like she's shaking. Michelle, my name's not Michelle, I'm Harry. Hold on, tell me what's going on. What did I do? Of course I care. It's just that I've been going through some tough time. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm Harry, not Michelle.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Why is this person's soul trapped inside the intercom? Continue.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
Continue.
It's so nice.
Continue.
It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what? Listen, I'm going to hang up now. I'm not yet. Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Uh-huh. Continue.
The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor.
100 years away. Hello? Oh God, please don't cry. Hang up the call. Don't cry?
She doesn't answer.
Hey, are you still there? You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting? What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened? I get it. You don't want to talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me. Fuck. Hang up the call. All right, it's goodbye then. Hang up the call. What has happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I mean, time is passing. Continue.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
The lieutenant inspects the doorbell. All right, it's a goodbye then. Hang up the call.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
I have the option to call again. It's a volition check. +1 wax cylinder, +1 slipstream SCA. Is there any chance to not get those two pluses? I feel like this is an automatic thing. Maybe we'll circle back to it. Fortress Accident SCA, I've been to that room. There shouldn't be anyone in it, right?
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Unsurprising. Continue.
They have failed.
They have, you're not wrong. Revachol Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main hall building B whirling in rags. Can I actually call Gart? Didn't he say something about this? I don't recall.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
I'm not sure that's the problem. East Delta Pinball, entrance from building B.
Silence. No one answers your call.
Empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card.
Really?
Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Okay, continue.
This button looks new. I wouldn't be surprised if it hasn't been connected yet. Is it the dice makers?
He takes a step back, inspecting the other names on the list. Yeah, I suppose that might be Neha. I don't... Maybe it just hasn't been connected yet. But she also, has a business out of a chimney, right? Like an industrial chimney. So maybe there's not a possibility of connecting it. I don't know. Do we call Slipstream SCA back? Is there any point in doing so? It's a challenging white check. I may retry it. That means there's probably something here. But what? Guess there's only one way to find out.
Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and...
Continue?
All right. Maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
I guess. Is this really a good thing to do? Call her again. Press the doorbell to Slipstream SCA. Okay.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker.
Continue.
A strange metallic taste fills your mouth as you stare at the intercom.
Okay, continue.
There's the static again, whispering like a seashell pressed against the air.
Because I'm talking to a ghost, thus the metallic taste? Is that a correlation that makes sense? I don't know. Continue.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
It's the same voice you heard before. If it is the same voice I heard before, then it may very well be that her responses are going to be exactly the same as last time because it's a recording and not an actual person. Hi, it's me again. I wanted to talk with you. Last time there was some confusion. Last time we talked, there was some confusion. You got me mixed up with someone else. I don't know if this makes any difference which one I say. It hasn't even been that long, so let's just go ahead with number 2.
My God.
It's exactly the same. It's a recording. Okay, continue.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
What? Please don't hang up. I just want to explain myself. How do I relax and distance myself from it? I guess the fact that I succeeded at the check means that I don't have to take damage here. Okay. Given that I know that it's a recording, I'm not sure that there's any point in saying either of these things, but... do I want to explain myself to a recording? Let's just go with what?
It's you.
Before you can finish your sentence, the voice continues speaking.
My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Come on, pick up on it. Continue.
Wait. Is she...
Wait, are you repeating your words? Didn't you already say that the last time we talked? Yes.
Michelle, just please.
Even her breathing, the way her voice drops when she finishes the sentence, sounds exactly the same. Because it's a recording. Continue.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
She continues. The question is then, who set up this recording to answer the button whenever someone pushes this button? Continue.
Is this some kind of joke?
Do you think it's funny deceiving a police officer? Just stop it already. Stop repeating your words. It doesn't matter what I say. You're just going to continue, right? Because it's a recording.
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
Right, continue.
Your hands are getting cold and your breathing becomes visible, forming small silvery puffs in the air.
Why does it get cold when I listen to this recording? Is it over? Can we talk now? Thank you. Now tell me, who's responsible for this joke? Neither of these is going to have any answer because she's just going to continue doing the same thing as before.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different.
Continue.
As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Say nothing or hang up. Is there any point in listening to this again?
It's so nice.
Because she gets to forget.
It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
About you. That wasn't there before. That's new. The about you was cut off last time.
And then it hits you.
Now you finally pick it up. You're recording. Yes, it is.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder.
Quite so. Continue.
Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this.
Just a recording. And here I thought, why does it still feel like it's my fault? Go ahead, ancient recording. Cry then.
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words.
Continue.
This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Well, then let's keep listening.
A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Is anyone there or hang up the call? I'd rather keep the call going because I want to hear where this goes.
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow, crawling inside your head.
That's an interesting way to word it. Continue.
For 300 years I have been here, volatile and luminous, made of sodium and rain.
High the city. Continue.
If you want me, you can find me on the beach. Dans la dernière balle.
Donla is with the... But I don't know what dernier bal is. I don't know what that means. Continue.
So,
Kim speaks French. Hang on. The strange alien thought pattern ends. The lieutenant cuts in, inspecting the intercom. Wait, that was Shivers talking directly to me. So Kim couldn't hear it. Continue.
it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Wait, a recording trapped in the circuitry? Something weird just happened to me. Just hang up the call. This is a wait option. I should be able to circle back, but I want to be able to say this. But I want it...
Well, I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later.
He looks at the sea, almost wistful. So he's familiar with this phenomenon. Huh. Well, something weird just happened to me, and I think it's happened to me a lot of other times, but this is something that you could technically do the first day, so maybe this is supposed to be, like if you've never heard Shivers talk in your brain before in this Voice of the City.
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
It's not my fault that that's true. Continue.
That is true.
All right, leave. Interesting. Okay. All right. Good. Well, I did forget that I never did that particular thing, so I'm glad that I did. Now then. Split a kilo with Kuno. Enter flat number 12 in the Cape Side apartment building and get Kuno's speed. Sharing him with will cement your friendship, and who knows what secrets it will lead to. Get speed from Kuno's apartment. Take down Kuno's dad. Optional. This is not how I was expecting to spend my evening, but I suppose I could. Apartment building, huh? I don't know. Hold up. Poster. May as well read it while I still have the thought in my head. A message had been carved into the wall. Trans Nation. Ake Nation. Ike Nation. Not sure which it is. One of those two for sure. Some people pronounce it Van Eyck and some people pronounce it Van Eyck. And who knows which one's right. Oh, right, I painted that here, didn't I? Look at that. Look at me go. There's another one. Look at that also. An old poster hidden below the new ones. Arno Van Eyck, not number 49. The Paliseum. What's this thought now? Sounds like an obscure live performance in a dirty underground bunker. Kind of. Hi, Cindy. How are you?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
I have not. I was hoping to tell you about mine. Catch you later, Cindy. All right. Well, I haven't talked to Joyce in days, but I also feel like I don't... Well, do I have anything to report to Joyce? Do I have any reason to go talking to her? We can check in at least, see how she's doing. Last time I came down here and checked in with her, there was nothing though. She's gone. Went to the village on the coast, officer. See you there, Joyce, says the noise note on the post. Joyce is in the village on the coast. Well, I'm glad I came down here and checked that. Interesting. Well, maybe I better wrap up this business with Kuno's dad, just in case I get myself killed. And, see what happens from there. Okay. Let's see here. Balcony, I have no reason to go to the balcony at the moment. What's this? Waves crashing in the darkness. Is that just because my perception's higher nowadays? I'm not sure. I couldn't... Oh, it's because I came here at night. I haven't been here at night before. Hi there. How are you? Can I talk to you about apartment 12?
Give me a moment.
The cleaning lady still seems to be having difficulty breathing several days later. I'm looking for the parents of a kid named Kuno.
The waiters are at the end of this hallway, right next to the communal bathroom.
Communal bathroom. Got it. Thanks. I'm off. Okay. So, let's see here. Wait, what's this?
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
I don't remember this. Knock again?
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. I feel like I have done this before. You can tell because it's been de-highlighted, but, like, what's the point of this door?
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Continue.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Sure, fair enough, Kim. Sorry.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Then why does the door have an interaction point? Anyway, bye. I don't know. That's that bust. The bust of not me. Right?
A plaster cast bust,
Yeah.
honestly. He does kind of look like you after all.
Really? Did I ever had that thought before? Huh. I did hear that there is a thought you can have if you continue to pursue this possibility of you being Krasmazov. Is it worth pursuing it? I'm not going to have the skill points to spend on it, but I could at least, like, look at the text when you haven't internalized it. Let's see.
Hold on a second. Is this why you broke in here? To find out whether you're Krasmazov?
I have to consider and investigate all possibilities. No, it's purely coincidental. I'm not saying I am Krasmazov, but just that we look alike. It's coincidental.
Sure it is.
Just humor me for a moment. Don't you see the resemblance?
Well, you both do seem to share an affinity for sideburns. But it seems like old Kras here didn't drink nearly as much as you.
How do you know? The bus is probably just romanticized this fiction anyway. Maybe this bus shows him before he started drinking. Yeah, I have a problem with alcohol. Before he started drinking?
Very well. Let's look for identifying features then.
I feel like you've done this once before.
Doesn't he have a birthmark right here? What about you?
He puts a finger on a pale dot embellishing the bust cheekbone. I can't tell. I can't see my face.
All right. But here's the big thing. Krasmazov looks Samaran, and you don't.
No, he doesn't. I'm part Samaran myself. You're right. That's something we definitely don't have in common. Am I part Samaran? I have no idea. I think I'm making stuff up.
Okay, you win. Be Krasmazov then. I don't care.
The lieutenant closes his eyes. Continue.
Why are you so hell-bent on proving that you're Krasmazov anyway?
He opens his eyes again, tilting his head in a quiet wonder. Because I'm a communard. Because I believe a powerful nation-state is the only way to protect the working class from subhumans. Because actually he wanted stability and incremental progress, and so do I. Because he was totally a gangster and a bank robber who went for all the cash in the world. That's me. I'm not sure. It's just a feeling I have, but I trust my feelings. Okay, so communist. This is actually... Wait a second. Referring to yourself as a communard, isn't that what the enemies of communists call the communists? Huh. Powerful nation-state is the only way to protect the working class from subhumans. Powerful nation-state. Wait a second. This is the communist thing. Powerful nation-state to protect working class from subhumans. I don't know enough about governmental structures, huh? Stability and incremental progress. That's what the moral intern does. Moralism. That's a moralist approach. I'm just saying that Krasmazov was a moralist despite the fact that he wasn't one. I don't go for all the cash in the world. So this is the This is the friggin' liberal, the ultra-liberal one. And this is just sort of, it's just a feeling I have, but I trust my feelings. Does it matter? It almost certainly doesn't. I trust my feelings.
All right, Kras, if you say so.
The lieutenant notes, if you say so. Okay, good. Leave. Great. So I have a thought. The suicide of Krasmasov. -1 rhetoric, bad PR for 4 hours and 45 minutes. There's something you can't get out of your head. Krasmasov, the father of scientific communism, the premier of the Communist Party of Shest and Grad during the anti-centennial revolution, head of the 11-day government, sideburn-toting, bearded figurehead of the movement, shot himself in the mouth and died one day in his cabinet as things were collapsing around him. Just gave up? That's not good propaganda, is it? Be a communist. Shoot yourself in the mouth. Something about this irks you. I see. I see. Okay, well, we'll see if I can get around to researching that particular thought. Again, it'll come down to skill points. That's basically what it comes down to all the time. Number 12. Where's the toilet? Is this the toilet? This one's the toilet. So presumably this is number 12 here. Kuno's room, house, however you want to look at it. Is there a point in looking around the bathroom? Probably not. But, whoops, I took my shoes off. Weird how it's easy to do that by... I tried to just get out my flashlight and I accidentally took my shoes off. Yeah, there's nothing in here. That's fine. So this right here, this is presumably Kuno's dad's place. I have all sorts of bad feelings about this. Is it going to be okay to have all this minus to authority? Probably not. In which case, maybe what I should do is put on the tank top for the physical instrument in case it does come to physical engagement. Hang on. Clothing. There we go. Clothing. So we'll get the tank top on. Empathy. I shouldn't necessarily assume that it's going to come down to actually fighting him, right? Maybe, I don't know. In which case we should get the ledger out of my hands. More empathy might be good, but it might be bad. It just depends on... I'm not gonna arm myself with the gun. I don't think we're gonna have to shoot this man. I could be wrong about that. Maybe we'll just keep the flashlight. I don't know what the best approach here is. All the physical instrument I've got is the pants and the... My brain shut off, I'm sorry. The pants and the shirt, okay. I do have reaction speed shoes. That might be a good thing. Inland Empire Volition is probably fine. Do we want to be scary about this? Do I want to go half-light and try to... Pain threshold might also be useful. Okay. And then for my gloves, interfacing... I currently am bad at interfacing because of my thought about it. It only is going to matter if... no, there'd be hand-eye coordination if I was going to use my gun. But I'm not going to use my gun on this man. I'm not going to shoot him. I do not wish to kill this man. Is there anything... Authority? Do I want to have authority? In this outfit, it's kind of a joke, but... Authority in Half-Light may be the thing to do if we're just trying to... If we're trying to figure out a way to not get in a physical fight with this guy. But it might just come down to that, huh? I don't know. Man, this feels dangerous and stupid. Do I... I'm not probably going to use it unless things go extremely south, but... Okay, here we go.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Doroita.
Looks like we found where Kuno's dad lives. Point to the bill on the door. Okay.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
Seems to, yeah. Okay, so we can either knock lightly or we can use the cutters on the chain. Break in. Knock lightly, I guess.
No response.
Sure.
The apartment numbers have fallen off the door, leaving the panel with a sticky 1 shaped shadow and a marker drawn 2.
Okay, continue.
Nothing happens. It must be an ambush. Let's get your adrenaline pumping, just in case.
Man, why do I ever put on Half-Light gear? You're never helpful. Continue.
You'll need to equip the chain cutters to enter. Snip right through the metal.
Sure, okay. All right. So we need interfacing then. In that case, we're putting my other gloves back on, and we're getting out the chain cutters. Okay. Chain cutters. Okay. All right.
A
Try this
shabby
again.
door hangs oddly on its
97%. Yeah,
hinges,
no problem. Use
secured
the cutters
to
on
the
the chain.
doorframe with a safe snip. The cutter goes through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door.
Convenient. Continue.
Don't let the quiet fool you. The beast is in there somewhere, ready to rip you to shreds with a broken bottle.
Maybe? I don't know.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
The lieutenant looks worried. I'm also worried, if that helps. What's this?
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
What do you mean? It's my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world. Hey, I'm not some sort of a peeper. This seems like a coppa trope. Did I get a coppa trope this late in the game? For cutting chains and whatnot? It's my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of the world, I guess?
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
The Jamrock Shuffle. Right. I mean, that is a thing we've discussed. That's why we explain why I go through every box and all that. The Jamrock Shuffle. Temporary research bonus. -1 esprit de corps. Confusing behavior. Only an hour and 5 minutes, though. By now it's clear you like to look inside containers. You like to open doors and see what's behind them. Maybe secrets? Maybe more juicy containers? Let's be honest. You like all containers. Trash cans, utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets, secret containers left behind by the Philippian kings that hold forbidden relics. Okay, you haven't come across one of those yet, but one day... Wait, is that why you're so hell-bent on opening containers? Do you think you'll be able to? You'll find the holy scepter of the orbe de montagne? My French accent. I'm so sorry about it. And look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's got a skull under his jaw and no actual lower jaw either, unless the skull is his lower jaw, which is impressive and backwards. What a little man. Okay, great. This is. The lights are out. Of course they are, because there's no power. Maybe the power's already been cut off. Okay. There is light in here. I just hadn't crossed the threshold. Okay, that's going to be Kuno's dad. Probably. Alright. Yeah, he's asleep. Okay. Alright. So what's this? Kuno de Reuter is the name on the unfinished homework. Kuno spelled with K-U-U-N-O. No kidding, that's how Kuno is spelled. I had no idea. What's this? Glossy erotica covers the walls, wrinkled from moisture. Great. There's a box over here. Is it useful to put on perception gear at this point? Since I'm not having an immediate confrontation? Let me just have a quick look. There's another room. No, that's the bathroom. That's the bathroom. Okay, so that didn't change anything. Is this interactable now? What's that? It's from 2 years ago. Oh, right. It's one of these situations where if I look at something, I have the opportunity to think about it later.
On the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw.
Isn't that convenient? Lieutenant, I've located psychoactive substances on this table. Take the speed from the table. Leave. Okay. I don't want to speak up just yet. I don't want to voice anything in here, in case the man wakes up. So what's this box? There's a box. Box. It's $1. I'm actually not going to take this $1. The snoring stopped. The snoring started again. Okay.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack.
We're going to tell Kim about it.
Good. Confiscate it.
You got it.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to something in the other room.
Can I pass it off to Kim? Take the speed from the table.
You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world.
Okay, continue.
Blasted before you face the beast, de Ruita. You're going to need the encouragement.
No, thank you. I think I will not do that. And Kim didn't even bother to take it from me. Speed bottle. 3 uses left. +1 Motorix, -1 morale. Okay, I'm not going to do that thing. I am not going to do that thing. I am going to... Okay. There's stuff here. What's this? Pants! Regular black jeans composure. Oh, but I want the pants! I didn't take your dollar. Can I take your pants? I already bought some pants from your son. Is that fine? Are we cool here? I've stolen some pants from a sleeping man. Regular black jeans. Thank God for black jeans. Everyone looks good in black jeans. Combine it with your favorite book t-shirt in a yellow plastic bag to channel that laid-back trash bin raccoon meets a cool professor vibe. Or do whatever you want. It's just a pair of black jeans after all. Plus one composure. A normal day for a normal guy. Is it a normal day? Is it? Put my authority gear back on. And my scary gear. It probably... Do we need esprit de corps for this? Shivers versus pain threshold and half-light, but -1 drama. I'm not planning on lying. I really wish I could give the speed to Kim again. I'm not sure why he's trusting me with it this time. I could just not wake him up and complete the quest easily, but... What? The air stinks with something sour. Okay. Kim, are you not coming in here? Hey, Kim, why are you not coming in here? Thank you, Kim.
A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed. A stained parka. Some towels and a duvet. Some socks even.
Continue.
In the dark, it looks like a nest.
Hold up, Lieutenant. Look at that pile of clothes. Slowly reach out your hands. Nothing to see here, then leave. The Lieutenant has covered his nose. Slowly reach out your hand.
Something underneath there is breathing.
You noticed? Continue.
It doesn't give a shit that you're a cop. Stop your hand now, or you're gonna die.
You're not necessarily helping, Half-Light. I know you're scared, but... Keep extending your hand toward the pile. Fuck this, I'm out. Am I gonna die?
Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it.
Yes, presumably Kuno's dad. Continue.
It's deep in suffering somehow.
Pull the blanket off.
You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth.
Why does it rise from his mouth? Continue.
You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
Kim, is this thing even alive? Is this Kuno's father we're seeing? Maybe we should help him somehow? I took your amphetamine, old man. This seems kind of rude, but it's also the only interaction with... Well, it's the thing that starts with Kim, but I don't know if it's necessarily appropriate to speak about him that way. He's breathing, clearly.
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
He points to a fleshy lump sticking out from the other end of the blanket. The limb seems to be twitching from time to time. Continue.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of a hole.
Continue.
Maxtor is a gas company. He's wearing free socks from a gas company. They probably came with the bills.
Maybe so. Continue.
A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
There's a perception check to hear it. Is this Kuno's father we're seeing?
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
Also judging by the fact that he's in Kuno's apartment. Continue.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes.
Continue.
Nocturnal lagophthalmos. The likelihood of falling asleep with partially open eyelids rises after stimulant use and heavy drinking.
Sure, that tracks. Continue.
There's still plenty to be scared of here. Just not what you thought.
I was expecting something worse. I can't believe it. Kuno's dad isn't a loser. It must be someone else. Doesn't look like he's gonna fuck anyone up anytime soon. I was expecting something worse.
I think he's still quite bad. I mean, what he has come to.
The lieutenant tilts his head. Continue.
This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
I mean, it's a That's true. The lieutenant thinks to himself. Continue.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
He's gonna sleep it off. I know this shit. This is serious damage. I'm still not sure he's not dead. I mean, I came back from this bad, didn't I? Suddenly, the man starts growling, 3 words meant to escape his mouth along with a strong stench of alcohol. Continue.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
Maybe we should help him somehow? I don't really know if there's a way we could do that.
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side.
Excellent form. Poor guy. Nod. I'm going with poor guy.
We could take him to Remedy or Saint Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down.
Continue.
They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
Really? The lieutenant stops, listening to him. Continue.
Years, months, weeks.
Hard to say. Continue.
The pile of blankets grunts miserably.
It would be hilarious if he wakes up from me saying this. I took your amphetamine, old man.
Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body.
Okay, listen. I know it's a 92% chance, but I've rolled a 3 before. I've rolled a 2 before. I'm gonna get perception gear on. Leave. Just this. What? I finished a thought?
Cleaning out the rooms.
Oh. I didn't notice.
What if you didn't lose your memory? What if something in Martinez came and stored it all away?
Huh?
For you to slowly open one box at a time, so you can choose which parts to keep. Keep almost none of it. Only the flowers on the windowsill. Only the distant sound of a radio. Lose all the actors, the dark shadows. Leave only the still lifes. The blissful distant wash of waves. If everybody knew, you never did. She'll be coming soon. That is all.
Wow, that's cryptically worded. What if you didn't lose your memory? What if something in Martinez came and stored it all away for you to slowly open one box at a time? Like the city put me in the state that I am assuming that I wound up in because of the alcohol poisoning? And that's how I'm rebuilding myself? Slowly, carefully? Bonuses? +1 suggestion, wake up. +1 inland empire, in a new life. +1 rhetoric by the seaside. That's not terrible, honestly. Except, I'm not great at suggestion. Oh, I have 3 skill points again. I didn't even notice that happening either. Wow, I'm really on top of things today, aren't I? Okay, all right. Clothing. Perception. I feel kind of embarrassed having gotten all dressed up for confrontation while Kuno's dad is passed out hard. And I know I probably shouldn't entirely only feel bad for him, given that he probably treats Kuno very badly, as Kim implied, but... Oh, my Beano lenses are working against me here. I forgot about that. Okay, so let's put on the does it matter? just put on the auditors. There you go. Okay. So now our perception is at a +2, which is as high as it gets, I'm pretty sure. So yes, this should be fine. Okay. Let's try and hear what he's saying.
The aging alcoholic is still there, breathing. The air in the room is stale.
That sounds... Describing it as stale is a lot more politely than you described it earlier. Figure out what he's trying to say.
The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something.
Continue.
And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal.
What's that?
Pigs, he says.
Pigs, he says.
He's trying to call you pigs.
What did you just say? You're awake. He's awake! Fuck you, die. He's awake.
His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again.
Continue.
At least he got to say his piece.
I guess he did. Leave. That is not the encounter I was expecting, I'll be honest. Kim? You got anything?
Yes?
No, okay. Can I seriously give you this bottle of speed, though? Seriously, though, can I give you the bottle of speed? Can I close this door? I can. Okay. Alright, well, that sure was an encounter. Not at all what I was expecting. Had myself all hyped up for nothing, it seems. We're definitely past the hour mark here, but given that... Okay, I told Kim that I was going to confiscate it so that Kuno wasn't on speed anymore. Is it possible that I have to go back to Kuno and refuse to give him the speed? He's going to be mad. Is it worth getting into an encounter? I mean, if I resolve out the quest, presumably there will be, like, experience in it for me. And I like experience, but, like, is it better to just leave well enough alone? Then again, I would rather get the speed bottle out of my inventory in the first place. It would be nice if I could pass it off to Kim, but he hasn't offered this time, which is strange. But then again, maybe that was a one-time thing for the last time that it happened. I'm not positive. Also, this day is starting to draw to a close, despite the fact that I actually haven't pursued the matter of Ruby at all. Despite everything. Do we talk to Kuno? Just to finish it out? He'll be mad, but, like, does it matter that this 12-year-old child will go back to hating me? Is that really a problem? Is it bad enough where I decided to quick save in advance? Yes, it apparently is. Alright, let me get some empathy clothing on. I don't know if it'll help, but maybe it will. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't have any noticeable effect at all. I don't have... Do I have... I thought I have empathy glasses. Where are they? There they are. Empathy glasses. And empathy jacket, and empathy shoes. That puts us at +4. Okay. Right, because I have the ledger as well. Okay. Great. Kuno? What if I don't give you the speed? Do I have the option of not giving you the speed?
Does Kuno care?
I took care of the drug situation. Can I not give it to him? Can I ideally not give it to him?
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back.
He rubs his hands together.
That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way.
Aren't you going to ask how I got past your dad? By kilo, you mean gram, right? All right, fair is fair. Give Kuno the vial. I'm keeping it. You don't need more drugs. You're 12. Don't give it to Kuno. I'm keeping it. I'm doing it all myself. Don't give it to Kuno. I'm not ready to make this decision. Aren't you going to ask how I got past your dad?
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker. Distraction style. That's some sick shit.
He nods approvingly at the lieutenant. Kuno, where do you get your word on the street from?
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
I love that you specified that. Continue.
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
He leans in. By kilo, you mean gram, right?
Kuno knows what Kuno means.
Continue.
Kuno means gram.
Kuno means gram. Oh, Kuno is going to be so angry. We'll never have another positive interaction again, but I can't just give Kuno more speed. That's the whole point of me even getting in there, right? I may not be in a position to judge others on drug use, but this kid is 12. I want Kim to take it from me as well, because I don't know that I'll always be in control over my actions, you know? I can't always trust myself in that regard. And I'm not doing drugs with Kuno, that's for dang sure. So...
Alright. Kuno knew you tried that sneaky pig shit on him.
He taps the side of his head.
Tell him, Kuno.
Continue.
Kuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Kuno. So Kuno's gonna give you one more chance. Know this, pig. Shit is major.
Please back me up on this, Kim. He squints at you. Continue.
Major fucking choice, pig.
Continue.
Kuno won't take this shit lightly. The pieces are moving, pig. This is fucking domino shit.
Continue.
It's hard to see how not giving a boy a bag of amphetamine would cause some catastrophic cascade response.
Is this going to be a game over out of nowhere? Continue.
Hard to see, but easy to feel. Somehow, this will change things.
I will no longer be Kuno's pig if I do this. Continue.
Tick, 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 tick. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Kuno?
The boy flicks an imaginary domino piece with his index finger. And Kim is not getting involved in this whatsoever because he doesn't want to deal with the delinquents. But he's certainly going to judge the heck out of me if I give drugs to Kuno. This is staying with me. Don't give Kuno the vial. Okay, but just be smart about this. Give Kuno the vial. I think the thing to do is not give Kuno the vial and just be glad I bought the pants from him when I could. And if I die and it's game over, then I guess we give Kuno the vial next time.
All right. You fucked the Kuno. Everybody, Kuno got fucked by his pocket pig. Just when we getting our business on, the pig throws it all away.
He throws his hands up in the air.
I told you he can't be trusted. I told you. I told you he'd steal the shit.
The little rat repeats it 6 or 7 times. Continue.
Relax, see? We got plenty of Kilo. Kilo underground, in the tree. This ain't about that.
He turns to you.
This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged this shit. Now everything is fucked between us. How are you gonna make this up to the Kuno, huh?
Continue.
There is genuine disappointment below the act, sire.
I have no doubt there is.
In truth, Kuno doesn't really believe there's anything you can do to make up for this. The damage is irreparable.
I looked around in there. It's not the easy life you got going on in that apartment. I feel like this conversation isn't going to happen because I didn't give him the drugs. Kuno, I met your dad. There was a textbook with your name on it in the apartment. There were tons of unpaid utility bills there. I did the right thing. I did right not giving you the drugs. Not to give you the drugs. Let's conclude this and the conversation. I guess I'll try and talk to him, but it's not going to go well. It's not the easy life you got going on.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Continue.
Yeah, we got plans.
Continue.
6 meters underground, below piping from before the war, the collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system. There are 2 stolen flashlights with piles of batteries next to them, beside 2 bedrolls, in the dark and opening into the lower tunnels.
They're going to run away into the sewers. Really? I met your dad, Kuno.
Yeah? How the fuck are you still alive, pig?
It was dark in there. We sneaked in and got out. It was what you said. Kim dressed up as a hooker, full drag, distracted him. Kuno, your dad is a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes. I killed your dad, Kuno. I've already ruined things between me and Kuno. I may as well tell him the truth.
What?
His eyes become large and round.
His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again, reorienting himself.
Continue.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad.
He snaps back. Continue.
You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
He points to himself. Take credit for it since it's the way he's taking control of the situation. Continue.
Kuno window?
Kuno window? Come on, kid, just stop. Stop acting tough, kid. You don't have to be scared of him anymore. Whatever scary thing he might have been, now he's nothing. Yeah, I was wrong. He's hardcore, a real killer. There's nothing I can do to make things right between us, so I don't know if it matters what I say.
What are you trying to do? Get the Kuno to stop. Kuno's just getting it on.
His tone wavers. It sounded like he was on the edge of tears.
A small lump forming in his throat.
Continue.
Keep your ass together, Kuno.
Kuno's worried about his dad. If I say this, it'll set him back on his feet. Is that the kind thing to do here? Do I really want to just cause Kuno to break down and cry in the middle of the backyard here?
Stop trying to give Kuno your pity shit. Kuno knows what that shit is. Kuno's dad's gonna be a fucking vegetable, stroke shit, stomach fucked up, and...
He squints, a pained expression. Continue.
Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Gonna be just like Kuno's violent dad. Fuck on speed, do crime shit, go out fast, Revachol West style.
I hope not, Kuno.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
The whisper comes smaller than usual.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Yeah. Continue.
Fuck you talking sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
The kid breathes in and out like a boxer and punches the air. You don't have to turn into that. Chances are you are going to turn into that. Say nothing, change the subject. I don't think he's going to take anything I have to say seriously, but I have to at least try.
Get your fucking nun-ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think 'cause you took Kuno's speed, Kuno's gonna sub like a
He punches the air again. Another punch. Continue.
turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
He pants from exhaustion.
If he doesn't stop soon, he's going to collapse from exhaustion. He's red all over.
Continue.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
The relief is palpable. The little hat jumps up and down behind the fence.
He did not win. There is a crack in there now, and it's spreading across the face of his certainty.
Is that good? There was a textbook with your name on it in that apartment.
Yeah, so fucking what?
He turns even redder. It says Kuno, not Kuno. Kuno de Reuter.
Fuck are you talking to Kuno about that kiddie shit?
That's a lame name, Kuno. I like it. Kuno de Reuter.
He's trying to fuck you again.
Am I?
Fuck out of here. Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it. Kuno can change his name into anything. Gonna change my name into...
We're going to have a lot of censored audio coming from you then, since you say your own name a lot of the time. Continue.
Don't change your name into that, Kuno.
Voice of reason over here. There were tons of unpaid utility bills in there.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
Continue.
You can guess.
Let me guess. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about them. That's no place to live in. You have to find somewhere else. Find a job. Pay them yourself. Your dad can't handle things anymore. Change the topic then. Is this an appropriate time to...
Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink.
He swells with pride. They do have plans to run away, so maybe this will resonate with them, but I'm not sure it's the right way to go about it. Find a job, pay them yourself is just ludicrous. I mean, maybe that is a possibility, but it shouldn't have to be that way.
That's right. It's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground, Leroy shit, ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Continue.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
The little one seems overjoyed at the prospect. I wonder how they're going to get food. Let's conclude this.
That didn't change shit, pig. That only made things worse. Fucking social worker shit. It doesn't work, pig.
It's more of a symbolic thing than anything else, Kuno. I know you got more, but I didn't enable you.
It doesn't work, Kuno. Only our shit works.
Continue.
She must repeat it. Use every chance to confirm that version of reality.
Seems like it.
She tries to bind their fates together. She needs him. Bad.
Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
He sure doesn't. I have another thought, though.
Hardcore aesthetic. Oh yes, drugs. We're talking about drugs. Let's face it, these flirtations with the hardcore aesthetic have all been leading up to one question. Can I do drugs harder now that I'm a hard cop? And the answer is yes. You can. You can one more blast of pyrrolidon and yellow shit powder. You can even pull a ciggy and a lager on top of that. There, you've truly made the hardcore your own thing now.
Is this just going to be a bonus to endurance? But bonuses. +1 endurance, really useful for doing drugs. +1 volition. Same thing, hard man. That's actually not a bad thing to have around, but also I'm not planning on doing any drugs with them. I'm terribly sorry to disappoint you, hardcore aesthetic. Accept. Great. I don't know that I necessarily need them since I was already at 6 and 6 and now I'm at 7 and 7, but sure, fine, I guess. I got that. I also got tons of experience for denying Kuno any drugs, and I'm really amazed that Kim hasn't required me to pass it to him yet, but I wonder if I can, like, call into the station and have them take it from me or something. I don't know. I just don't want to have it on my person in case my body overrides my ability to make decisions about this sort of thing. But in any case, we have to stop. I keep making really long episodes lately. I'm sorry. These events that take longer than I expect keep happening. Anyway, I burned all my bridges with Kuno. It's probably fine. He's a 12-year-old. He should have his whole life in front of him, and I hope that he does. But in any case, we're done here. What's happening next time? That's a great question. That's a great question. I still want to find out where the shots came from, but I don't think that's an option I have right now, so probably the thing to do is go back over to the village and actually ask about Ruby, like I've been saying I should do for a while. I don't think there's any other things I can do, aside from maybe talk to the rich man and fail his check, which is something I might do, depending on how I decide to spend my skill points. In any case, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.